Shaka Zulu is one of the most famous leaders in African history. He was a powerful king, a brilliant military leader, and the founder of the Zulu Kingdom in southern Africa. His life story is full of struggle, pain, intelligence, discipline, and change. Shaka lived during the late 18th and early 19th centuries, a time when many African societies were fighting for land, survival, and power. Though his life was short, his influence was very deep and long-lasting. Even today, Shaka Zulu is remembered as a symbol of strength, leadership, and African pride. Shaka was born around the year 1787 in what is now KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. His father was Senzanga Kona, the chief of a small Zulu clan. His mother was Nandi, a woman from the Langeni clan. Shaka's birth was surrounded by shame and rejection. His parents were not properly married according to custom, and because of this, Shaka and his mother were treated badly. Many people mocked them, insulted them, and pushed them away. This painful childhood shaped Shaka's character and made him strong, serious, and determined to prove himself. As a young boy, Shaka lived with his mother in different villages because they were often chased away. He worked as a cattle herder, which was a common job for boys at that time. While herding cattle, Shaka learned patience, observation, and endurance. He also learned about nature, land, and survival. Other boys often bullied him, but instead of breaking him, this made him tougher. He grew tall, strong, and very focused. These early struggles taught Shaka that life was hard, and only the strong and disciplined could survive. When Shaka became a young man, he joined the army of the Mthethwa clan, which was ruled by a powerful leader named Dingiswayo. Dingiswayo noticed Shaka's strength, courage, and intelligence. Under Dingiswayo, Shaka learned military skills, leadership, and strategy. This period was very important in Shaka's life. Dingiswayo became like a mentor to him and helped shape his thinking. Shaka did not just follow orders. He studied how armies worked and how leaders inspired loyalty. During this time, Shaka began to develop new ideas about warfare. Traditional African battles often involved throwing spears from a distance and then retreating. Shaka believed this method was weak and slow. He wanted battles to be fast, strong, and decisive. He began training soldiers to fight closely, face-to-face, using short stabbing spears instead of long throwing spears. This new spear was called the Ikloa. It changed the way battles were fought and made Shaka's warriors more deadly. Shaka also introduced strict military discipline. Soldiers trained every day, ran long distances barefoot, and followed strict rules. Cowards were punished, and bravery was rewarded. Shaka organized his army into age-based groups called regiments. Each regiment lived together, trained together, and fought together. This created strong unity and loyalty among soldiers. The army became not just a fighting force, but a way of life. After some years, Dingiswayo was killed by a rival leader named Zwide. This event changed everything. With Dingiswayo gone, Shaka's path to power opened. With the support of the Mthethwa people and his military strength, Shaka challenged his half-brother Siguana, who had become chief of the Zulu clan after their father's death. Shaka defeated Siguana and became the leader of the Zulu people around 1816. At first, the Zulu clan was small and not very powerful. But Shaka had a big vision. He wanted to build a strong and united nation. Using his army and smart strategies, he began conquering nearby clans. Some clans were defeated and destroyed, while others were allowed to join the Zulu Kingdom peacefully if they accepted Shaka's rule. In this way, the Zulu Kingdom grew quickly in size and strength. Shaka was not just a warrior. He was also a nation builder. He changed social systems and leadership structures. He placed trusted commanders over different regions to control the land. He rewarded loyalty and punished betrayal. Shaka believed that order and discipline were necessary for a strong nation. His rule was strict, but it brought stability and unity to many people who had previously lived in fear and chaos. However, Shaka's rise to power caused great violence and movement across southern Africa. This period is known as the Mafeking, which means the crushing or the scattering. As Shaka's armies expanded, many communities fled their homes to escape Zulu attacks. This led to wars, hunger, and suffering across a wide area. While Shaka did not cause all of this alone, his campaigns played a major role in changing the political map of southern Africa. Despite his harsh methods, Shaka was admired by his soldiers and feared by his enemies. He was known for his strong presence, sharp mind, and powerful voice. He personally led armies into battle and shared hardships with his soldiers. This made them respect him deeply. Shaka also valued intelligence. He gathered information about enemies, studied their weaknesses, and planned attacks carefully. He believed that winning with strategy was better than fighting blindly. Shaka's personal life was lonely. He never married and had no children. He was very close to his mother, Nandi, who was the most important person in his life. When Nandi died in 1827, Shaka was heartbroken. Her death changed him deeply. He went into extreme mourning and ordered harsh rules across the kingdom. People were forbidden to plant crops or drink milk for a period of time. Many executions took place during this mourning period. This made Shaka's rule even more feared and unpopular among some leaders. After his mother's death, Shaka became more isolated and suspicious. He trusted fewer people and punished small mistakes severely. Some of his closest advisors and commanders began to fear for their lives. Among them were his half-brothers Dingan and Malanjana. They believed that if Shaka continued ruling, he would eventually kill them. Fear and tension grew inside the royal household. In 1828, Shaka Zulu was assassinated by his half-brothers Dingan and Malanjana. With the help of an advisor named Mabopa, Shaka was stabbed in his royal kraal. Before he died, it is said that he warned Dingan that white men would rule the land in the future. Whether this prophecy is true or not, Shaka's death marked the end of an important chapter in African history. He was about 41 years old. After Shaka's death, Dingan became king. However, the Zulu Kingdom never had another leader exactly like Shaka, though the kingdom remained strong for many years. Internal conflicts and later wars with European colonizers weakened it. Eventually, the British defeated the Zulu Kingdom in the late 19th century. Still, Shaka's legacy lived on in Zulu culture, history, and identity. Shaka Zulu's legacy is complex. Some people see him as a cruel tyrant who caused suffering and death. Others see him as a great hero who united people, built a nation, and stood strong against chaos. The truth lies somewhere in between. Shaka was a product of his time, living in a violent and competitive world. His methods were harsh, but his vision and leadership were extraordinary. Today, Shaka Zulu is remembered in many ways. Statues, books, poems, and television series tell his story. Schools teach about his military innovations and leadership skills. For many Africans, especially the Zulu people, Shaka is a symbol of strength, independence, and African greatness. His life reminds people that leadership can change history, for better or worse. In simple terms, Shaka Zulu was a man who rose from rejection to power. He turned pain into strength, weakness into discipline, and small beginnings into a mighty kingdom. His story teaches lessons about courage, leadership, ambition, and the cost of power. Though he lived long ago, his name still echoes across Africa and the world as one of history's most powerful and unforgettable leaders.